A case for Iroh. Iroh is a very interesting character. When we are introduced to him, his arc is already nearly complete. He wasn't always a docile, wisdom-dropping, tea-loving nice guy though. In fact, he was a war general, and a widely feared one at that. He had such terrifying displays of power that he was nicknamed the Dragon of the West. He was a conqueror and almost conquered Ba Sing Se. And he would have too, if it wasn't for his son Lu Ten's death. That event changed him in more ways than one. He was no longer just General Iroh or Prince Iroh or the rightful heir to the Fire Nation throne. He was now a father without a son. And the war that he helped lead was also the war that took his son away from him. In a way, he was also to blame. And that guilt and realization caused him to step away from the Fire Nation throne entirely. He abdicated and abandoned his siege of Ba Sing Se. But while he couldn't go back and change what happened to Lu Ten, he could look to the future, and thus began his journey to enlightenment, and a second chance to do things right this time. Stick around for part 2. A Case for Iroh Part 2. After the tragic death of Lu Ten and his abdication of the throne, Iroh set out for enlightenment. He went on this mysterious spiritual journey and came back a different man. And although Lu Ten was gone, Iroh still had love to give. Iroh steps in as Zuko's father figure, even blatantly saying that he thinks of him as his own son, which makes his reaction to Zuko's scarification and banishment all the more heartbreaking. Remember, he was watching a father do this to his son, his brother do this to his nephew, when Iroh's biggest regret is not being able to save his own son. It gave him a drive to stand by Zuko and to do right by him. Now they both have a second chance. And no matter how much Zuko fights his guidance, no matter what wrong Zuko does, no matter how bad things got, he stood by him and forgave him. Because that's what love is and what a father does. Iroh as a character shows us that everyone is capable of great love and great change, and to never give up on the ones you love.